All right, y'all. It's a broadcast of the Ebony Star Network, sponsored by the E Nation. Where is the love? Indeed, where is it? You know, people have been coming to my platform and attacking me with some extreme hatred. I don't even know these people, okay? And one of the things they say over and over is that I'm dumb. But I think being engaged in a gender war with the only person that has your back, which is the black woman, I think that's dumb. And the people that call me dumb don't have anything to offer themselves. All they do is hurl insults. They are non-productive. They don't do nothing to forward black society. I let these people come on my platform so you can make a decision for yourself and see how black people get down. Tonight we're going to be talking about the love that we should be expressing to our women. And I'm probably going to get a bunch of trolls that's going to come in here, say crazy shit. Because whenever you talk about loving black women, here they come. All these hateful Negroes. But we ain't going to stop showing love. And we never going to stop asking, where is the love? You feel me? All right, then. All right, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to this evening of Gangsta Talk. I am the Black Knight. She is the Dame. We're going to be talking about the love that we need to be um, giving to our women. Now, several things have happened over the last couple of days, right? All this divestment talk, Tasha K getting sued, guys having philosophical discussions about what black women are versus other women rather than doing something about it. All this hatred towards our women. Now I got people that come over here and attack this platform, right? They come on here and they call me dumb. But for some reason, being engaged in a gender war with the woman that has your back That's not dumb. And trust me, the black woman is the only one that has your back. These other women don't have your back like that. They're not built like that. They didn't. A white woman didn't go through slavery with you by your side. Now, it's bad enough when you lose a black woman on your own, but it's even worse when you lose a black woman to a white man. And so I'm not one of these guys who sit up here and say, "Let them go on to zaddy, let them go on to divest," right? Well, I love them too much for that. I don't want to see them with one white person. You know, white people have committed so many atrocities against us. You think I'm cool with seeing the most beautiful woman on earth with the people that nearly destroyed us during slavery, destroyed our families? No, I'm not cool with that. And as a black man, you shouldn't be cool with that either. But then again, I don't listen to a lot of you dudes today because a lot of you dudes are phony. You claim you're historians, you swear you have knowledge and all this other BS, right? But yet you don't have a problem losing your black woman to a white man. You should always have a problem with that. The white man is your enemy. He has destroyed your black family to the point where you haven't been able to reestablish it. And you seem to forget that. You seem to you seem to get down and lay down like a whipped dog. And then whenever your black woman walk by to try to see what's wrong with you turn on her and start biting her. So a lot of you dudes, I'm not impressed by. You say you're intellectuals, and I'm not impressed because your actions tell me that you don't care anything about your people. Any man that's sitting up here railing against black women, as far as I'm concerned, you're an enemy to black people. I've said it before. You can't be pro-black and be against a black woman. I don't. A lot of you guys are very immature. You want to engage back and forth with arguments with the black woman like she actually did something to you. She didn't put you in slavery. She didn't mess up the family. She didn't compromise your sexuality. She didn't take your power away. Okay? She didn't knock your ego out. White man did that. I don't even understand why you're upset with the black woman. She's done nothing but be by your side. Understand something. When our people took all those beatings during slavery, when you go back and you look at the history of slavery and the beatings and the things that took place and the murders of the children, right? The black woman suffered all of that with us, right by our side. It wasn't just fathers who were helplessly watching their children being murdered by jealous, racist white women. The black woman was there too. And so I don't understand. What is your problem with her? She went through slavery with you, and now you want to act like she's your enemy because you listen to a bunch of broke, um, bitter old men who mad because their life over. Some old punk like Obsidian and the Manosphere. What is the Manosphere doing going mainstream? The Black Manosphere. Am I the only one that got a problem with that? I mean, if that's the representation you want, those losers representing black men on a mainstream level, seriously, black men who hate black women, and the guy that they feature so much over the Obsidian is the one famous for saying that he wanted to see a black woman die by drowning in a pool of her own blood. He would find that refreshing and relaxing. But yet, these are the people that you choose to support. Your priorities are all backwards. But yet, you come over here and you want to start trouble. You want to act like you're big and bad. You all intellectual. Let me tell you where your intellectualism gets you. And this world doesn't really get you anywhere. It may open up a few doors for you, right? But you got to keep those doors open. They close very fast because the intellectual game is one of high competition. and one usually breaks down from the constant pressure. And you come running over here and you want to flex your intellectual might, but you don't have anything to show for your intellectual efforts in real life, right? Like the people that come over here and attack me are non-productive people, very immature people. I had one over here today. Tried to talk to him like a mature man. As you can see, every attempt that I made failed. He wanted to remain immature. He wanted to remain angry at another black man, and he wanted to continue to rage against me. And my thing is, I don't even know why these dudes is mad. I had my platform like everybody else had a platform. Why are you coming over here? But my thing is, where is the love? I see the hatred. When are we going to express love? I've said this time and time again. I don't want to sound like a broken record because I've been told now that if you repeat yourself, that means you're dumb. Okay? Even though just about everybody repeats themselves. I have never heard of one person not repeat his or herself. I've heard scholars repeat themselves. I've heard people with PhDs repeat themselves. Dr. Umar Johnson, right, has a doctorate's degree. He repeats himself constantly. I don't hear anybody calling him dumb. Okay? So, Dr. Cornel West repeats himself. Dr. Michael Eric Dyson repeats himself. A lot of people repeat themselves. But I've been told that if you repeat yourself, you're dumb. Something new to me. But anyway, when are we going to instill love in our women? Now, we have enough hatred going around. These gender wars are stupid on both sides. Both sides need to disengage. At the end of the day, who is suffering from it, right? The people who don't have anything, we don't have any power, we don't have any wealth, and we are dependent on everyone else. Now, on the heavy side, if you're a black man coming in here coming after me, and you don't have a problem with being in a position to where you depend on everybody else to survive, I'm the biggest problem you have. You don't have a problem with that. That's what I don't get about you knockers. When you come in here, you want to talk shit to me, but you don't understand you're in a dangerous position in the world. You are in a dangerous position. If all hell broke loose now and supply chains broke down or whatever, you're done. You don't own a damn thing. You don't control nothing. And you are totally dependent on everyone else to survive. And you know why we're in that position? Because the Negroes in our society are weak and cowardly. And there's not enough strong ones to put something together so we can build something to sustain ourselves and be able to live on our own. All our resources come from other people. Your food, your clothing, hell, even your job. Many of you don't employ yourselves. You work for other people. The thing about it is, a lot of you dudes, you call me dumb, but I'm productive. You guys are stupid. Y'all go and study shit that don't do anything for you. It don't advance you one bit. It doesn't do it. It doesn't do anything to get you out of the position that you're in. This is why I think you guys are crazy. And I talk about the mental illness in our community amongst our people. You guys got to be crazy. You're not studying anything that's going to help you get out of a losing position. You're in a what are you going to understand? You are in a losing position. You are in last place. That should be the first thing on your mind every single day. You are in last place. You are in the most dangerous position in all of America. You are totally dependent on everyone else to survive. What part of that you don't understand? And when are you niggas gonna actually get that in your head? Are you afraid? It's easy for you to come and try to cook somebody or insult somebody or knock on me or somebody else and to get some kind of bogus outrage fight going. It's easier for you to do that because you don't want to face the reality that as a man, you failed your community and you failed your people. And you haven't led your people anywhere. You've led your people into a trap. Your people are in captivity. You're not doing anything to get them out of captivity. Basically, what you're doing is you're teaching them to conform to your captors. I mean, we got, check this out. Since I've been on social media, I've met some very interesting black people. Now I'm old school. I mean, Sambos, trust me, Sambos, they've been around. Okay, Sambos have been around, right? But the Sambos I've met on social media are unbelievable. I'm talking about otherworldly Sambos. Man, I met some black people that are hell bent. You know what that means, hell bent? Hey, Dane,
Yeah.
Dane,
Yes. Uh huh.
let's look up the term hell bent.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, the phrase hell bent. I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to hear the definition of hell bent. You see, because when we throw words around, right, we think we know what they mean. We think we know the definition, but sometimes we have to go back to the definition to really get a good understanding of why we're using the term or the phrase. Okay, because when I say hell bent, some of you poo poo it like it don't mean nothing. Like it'll be, oh no, it means something. I want you to hear the definition of hell bent. Okay, and
No
when she
match.
gets okay, try
Okay.
it then.
All right. Hell bent is an adjective. Determined to achieve something at all costs.
Determined to achieve something at all costs. Read it one more time, Dane.
All right. Hell bent. Determined to achieve something at all costs.
Determined to achieve something at all costs. Thank you, Dane. Determined to achieve something at all costs. I've met black people on social media that were hell bent, hell bent on supporting white supremacy and destroying black people. Hell bent. Let me say that one more time. I've met black people, I know black people who are on social media that are hell bent on supporting white supremacy and destroying black people. I've never seen that in my whole life until I came on social media. I didn't even know black people like this existed. Now, don't get me wrong, I know about coons and sambos, but it wasn't as big as this. I mean, a coon was just a coon trying to, be white or whatever, sounding white. You slap him in his mouth, he'll go away, never come back. You know what I'm saying? A sambo was just somebody trying to, look good in front of whitey. Again, smack him in the mouth, he'll go away, never come back. But these sambos today are a whole different breed on a whole different level from a whole nother situation. They are hell bent on supporting white supremacy and destroying black people. And they are looking to achieve At all costs, they're willing to sacrifice everything. I sat there and watched a black man do that yesterday in front of an entire audience at the behest of a white racist. Now we sit up here and we don't think anything about it, right? We think it's all fun and games. We think it's funny and shit until you find out that this person is serious, right? They want to waste your time coming and attack me and thinking that you're better than me and trying to face me down. And I understand why you're doing it because you got a defeatist attitude. And you don't want to be enlightened. You want to stay in darkness. You want to continue to mope around or move around in a cesspool of self-hatred and doubt and deaf, dumb, and blindness. Now, when you want to attack the Black Knight, right? Let's put it down. Why you're attacking the Black Knight? Part of it is jealousy. Part of it is immaturity. Part of it is deaf, dumb, and blindness. Part of it is that you're probably a coon. And part of it is that you hate black women. That's the only reason why you're attacking me, right? Because you don't know me. You don't know me personally. You never had any dealings with me personally. So you have to develop your intentions all off of social media. Now I'm an old school man. I've said it before. Oh, okay. Let me stop repeating myself. I was told that if you repeat yourself, you're dumb. Even though a lot of scholarly people repeat themselves, I've heard geniuses repeat this. Einstein repeated himself consistently. Okay, so I have to be careful. I'm the only one that's dumb if I repeat myself. Anyway, and like I was saying, right? Okay, so yeah, I lost my train of thought that quick. Dang, what was I saying? Dang, come alive real quick.
All right.
Help me out. What was I saying just now? Just lost
Uh,
my train of thought.
is um that people think it's all fun and games, and
Right. Okay. So people think it's all fun and games until you find out that they're serious, right? Now, again, you do all these things against me, right? But here's the problem. None of you come in here with any kind of real solution, but you ask me for solutions. But when I give you solutions, you don't have anything to say about them. And I give you small, simple solutions. There's plenty of solutions out there. I've given out seven. Dave, haven't I given out many solutions?
yes, you have.
But the big bad huffing and puffing people who want to come and blow my house down, telling me that I ain't talking about shit, right? And they ask me for a solution. But when I give them several solutions, they don't have nothing to say. They rather go back and try to huff and puff and blow my house down. I mean, I'm a man of substance. I'm an old school dude. We were raised with substance. And so I'm a traditional man. I call myself the night pill. I have my own pills called the night pill. The night's pill, spelled with a K. If you are a night pill, that means you are a traditional black male. You believe in the black nuclear family. You believe in supporting your family 100%. You're loyal to your race. You're loyal to the black woman and child. Right? And you don't swirl under no circumstance. We don't do the, man, I can't help who I fall in love with. Yes, you can. That's a bunch of BS. That's for weak. That's for weak people. That's for guys who can't. That's for guys who don't have any sexual self control. See, when I hear men say some crap like, "Well, I can't help the way I fall, who I fall in love with," I expect that to be a non-black person, not a black man. I expect that to be an Asian or a Pakistani or something like that because they're naturally weaker than us, mentally and emotionally. We are the strongest people on earth. We have to be. How do you explain how we've endured so much and survived and are still enduring? Many people cannot survive what they put us through. Why do you think whites are so scared to death of us? Because they wouldn't survive what they put us through. You think that they would make it through slavery? All that harshness they put on us, all of the atrocities that they did, you think that they would make it? No. We are the strongest people on earth. Right now, we're behaving like the weakest people on earth. So when somebody say, well, I can't help who I fall in love with, I expect that to be a non-black person. Hey, what's up, Joe? I expect that to be a non-black person, not a black man. A black man is strong. A black man understands that the only woman for him is the black woman. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm not into the conversations about, well, the black woman's attitude. I ain't trying to hear none of that. That's a BS argument. That's for weak ass punks. That ain't for no strong black man. A strong black man is loyal to his family. He's loyal to his race. He's loyal to his woman and child. If that's who you are, then you are a night pill. If you are a traditional male, you believe in a nuclear black family, you believe in protecting your family, your women and children, you believe in providing for your women and children, then you are a night pill. That's what makes you the night, spelled with a K. You're the night's pill. I'm night pill. Okay. Now, getting back to what I was saying about solutions. You guys are always howling about solutions. There's one person who comes to here, right? He gets mad when I get on him about, posting stupid shit in here, right? Then he gets mad and says, I say the same crazy shit all the time, which I don't, and that I don't want any solutions. But when I provide him solutions, you see, when y'all come over here, y'all need to understand something. Max ain't afraid of any of you. I usually don't speak in the third person, but Max isn't afraid of any of you. And I'm going to have an answer to your question. See, many of you come over here and you sleep on me and think that I can't answer your questions. So when you come over here and ask me for solutions, you think you got me. You don't. I have a ton of solutions. I have more solutions than I can count. My gent culture is a solution. That's one solution. I have a new solution getting ready to come out called Black Start. I'm working on solutions all the time. Dame will tell you, I got a lot of solutions. So when you ask me about solutions, thinking you got something, and then I come back at you with the solutions, you get quiet and you don't want to say anything. You know why? Because you really wasn't about solutions anyway. You were just selfish. And you wanted to come in here and flex what you think is intellectual might because you learned some bogus bullshit. Now it's running around in your fucking head and you need somebody else to hear it. You see, the problem with you guys who sit up here and learn all of this pseudo shit, this conscious shit, whatever, you don't have nowhere to fucking use that shit. You don't. You can't use it on anyone. You can't use it to exchange any currency. You can't use it to change your position. You can't use it to be productive. You can't use it. It's worthless information. And many of you are full of it, full of worthless information. You take your time, read all of these books, and stuff your head with information that doesn't do a damn thing to improve you or anyone around you. But yet you want to sit there talking about, well, I'm well read. Okay, you're well read, but do you produce anything? Well, no, I don't produce nothing, but I'm well read. Okay, well, we need people who are productive because at the end of the day, it's about guns and butter. You have to be productive. That's what gets the job done here in America. Productivity. When you were in the music industry, they used to say, you're either in the way or you on your way. They didn't play any games. You either making hits or you out. Because hits produce money. Nothing has changed. This world is about production. It's not about intellectualism. It's about production. The intellectual people that run this country, right, are extreme producers. They become intelligent, right, to produce. They study production like mad. They find all kinds of clever and innovative ways to produce. And they'll tell you in a heartbeat, if you aren't producing, you don't matter. And so you fools, you sit up here and you listen to this conscious shit. You get caught up in that bullshit over here in the conscious community. The 5%ers. Listen to the NOI, guys like Wizard Islam and all this other shit, right? You guys want to debate about what? Why are we wasting our time? How about we debate about doing something in the damn community? How about that? Nobody wants to have that debate. How about we debate about loving a black woman? Nobody wants to have that debate. But I bet you if we have a debate about hating a black woman, you you have a whole fucking you have a line down the proverbial YouTube block. Now, I'm not having a debate with nobody. And I don't need to prove shit to anybody. See, you guys gotta understand something, right? I'm not here to prove anything like that. To me, all of that is childish. I'm not into no damn debate. I don't give a damn about JB Gunner. What you think about me, I don't give a shit. I'm not here for that. Y'all want to debate JB Gunner, you go over there and debate him. Okay? I'm not into that. I don't chase white folks around. My information is my information. My information is my own information. I don't give a fuck about what JB Gunner's talking about. He's a white racist. What I care about what he's talking about for? Okay? Why don't you debate him, Kendall? Is that what you about? You're not about I'm about producing, bro. I'm trying to get brothers out here to produce. We don't produce shit. I'm not sitting up here trying to debate no fucking body and waste my fucking time. Now, if he come over here and he wants to get with it, we'll talk. Other than that, I'm not chasing nobody down to no fucking debate. I don't even give a fuck about no debate. And if you feel, my situation is like this here. If you feel that I'm not who I say I am, you don't have to come here. What are you here for? Go over there with him. You know, if you feel that the white man's ice is colder, go over there with him. Anyway, so getting back to what I was saying. And so you had these fake intellectuals, right? Again, they're fascinated by debate. I'm about getting black people out of a losing position. We don't produce anything. And no matter how many times you say that to these dudes, it falls on deaf ears. You don't produce shit and you hate your woman. That's a bad combination. Do you not understand that you are in a dangerous position? Here, I'll go repeat myself, right? I was told that if I repeat myself, I'm done. But some things just have to be repeated, right? Like how many of you dudes really understand that you are in the most dangerous position in the whole world? There's nobody else in the position that you're in. Yesterday, been talking about some goddamn debates. Debate about what? Talk about what? Dude, you are losing. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? You are losing. I did a show a while back called Pass Me My Cake. And it affected YouTube. I did two shows nearly back to back that affected YouTube. I did one called Pass Me My Cake, and I did one called The Man in His Tool Belt. Now, let me tell you what happened when I passed me the cake. That was when they was telling, that's when they were saying stuff like black men are caping for black women, right? So if you said something that uplifted black women, if you said something as a black man to show that you was loyal to your black woman, you were caping. Again, me being old school traditional, I don't know about no damn caping, but I love a black woman. So I came out and said, you goddamn right I'm caping. I did a show and I came on and I explained why I'm caping for the black woman. Because she needs somebody to protect her. She needs somebody to provide. Because she is a woman that has children and she needs to nest in an environment. That nest needs to be protected. Those children need to be protected. Why are we walking around out here pretending that we shouldn't protect our women? I don't understand. Since when does not protecting our women make sense to us as black men? You have to protect the nest. Your children reside in the nest. You aren't going to protect the nest. You aren't going to protect your children. You aren't going to protect the mother of your children. What kind of black man are you? Surely you couldn't be a good black man if you're not going to do any of those things. Those things are supposed to come natural to you. But instead of doing that, we're sitting out here making excuses. A lot of you new school black dudes are weak as shit. And even some of you old heads are embarrassing. Some of you old heads that know better, you come from the old ways. Okay? And you done got caught up. You done became weak. You done got caught up. Running around here just as immature as these little young boys. 40-year-olds dressing like 19-year-old gangbangers. Right? Oh, I'm sorry. I repeated myself again. Now, here's my thing. Where is the love? We got the guys who are firing up every day. Red Supreme. You know, we had a fan of his in here trying to take me on. Now, how screwy, mentally screwy do you have to be to think that somebody like Red Supreme is doing black men a service? How? How screwy mentally do you have to be to think that a guy like Kevin Samuels is helping black men and helping black women? You honestly believe that he helped marriages, Kevin Samuels? First of all, the dude don't have any credentials to do what he's doing. He's not a psychologist. What is a relationship expert? Do they give you a damn degree for that? A certificate? If not, he's just a regular Joe Blow giving his opinion like everybody else. A dating expert, a relationship expert. Dang, come alive real quick. I like to define what. Dang. Oh, did my little sister fall asleep already? Dang.
Hello. Hey.
Dang, do me a favor. Look up the word expert.
Oh, no problem.
Let's. You see, because when we hear these words, right, they pass through us real quick, and we don't really take the time out to let them ferment in our mind, right? Expert, a relationship expert. Let's find out what an expert is.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
A person who has a comprehensive and authoritative knowledge or skill in a particular area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the next definition: having or involving authoritative authoritative knowledge.
Sorry, what was that last one?
Okay, having or involving authoritative knowledge.
Okay. Any more definitions?
No, no.
Go back to that first one.
A person who has a comprehensive and authoritative knowledge uh, of or skill in a particular area.
Okay, thank you. A
Mhm.
person that has an authoritative knowledge, skill, a particular subject, right? So how does that qualify Kevin Samuels to be a relationship expert? You're talking about a guy that had three failed marriages. So how is he an expert on anything that has to do with relationships? He had three failed marriages, not to mention countless failed relationships. And then on top of that, he turned gay. He gave up on the whole thing. So how does he have? I don't. How is he an expert? Why would you go to somebody for relationship advice when a person has failed at relationships? What kind of sense does that make? Now people will say, well, you know what? You hating on Kevin Samuels. You should be hating on him too. We all should be hating on him. If you're a black man, of course you should be hating on him. You know why? Because he's making you look bad. You hating on Red Supreme, you should be hating on him too. Why? Because he's making black men look bad. They're making you look weak and pathetic. They're making you look like crybabies. They're making you look like old women. They're making you look soft and effeminate. You should be hating on them. And they speak for you. When people see those two, they think about you, Kendall, if you're a man. They think about me. I don't want these niggas representing me. I don't want them speaking for me. You damn right I'm hating. If you had any goddamn sense as a black man, you would be hating on it too and railing against it. The hell you talking about? I don't want them dudes speaking for me. They don't represent me. I don't hate women. I'm not gay. I don't hate women. So where's the love? When are we gonna start talking about love? How is it that we talk about black women all the time, but we don't use the word love? We use everything else. We use skag, we use b, we use hoe, we use slut, we use all these other terms. Now there's another one, ghetto gagger, and all this other stuff. We're using all of these things, but we don't use the word love. Why is that? Why does the word love seems to be taboo? And why do you guys hate women so much that you're willing to jump on the ghetto gagger train? You got guys jumping on the ghetto gagger train now. I can't listen. I can't help to think that you have to be some kind of homosexual. Come on, man. That level of hatred? You trying to paint black women with the ghetto gagger brush? Where do you get that level of hatred from? I don't even understand it. Like, I'm a real man. I can't hate women. How do y'all do that? How do you hate black women that much? You can't possibly be a real man. You have to be a homosexual. You have to be a queer or whatever you want to call it. Because there's no possible way a real man can hate women like that. I've never seen it. Now, I've seen some dudes who had, a problem with an individual sister or two, but even that wasn't hatred. You know, they probably had an issue with them and didn't want to deal with them no more, or probably thought that they were, you know, they was bees in their mind or whatever, but never disrespected them, but probably felt that they wasn't the type of people that they want to associate with. I've seen that happen, but I've never seen dudes just flat out hate women like I see now. And here's another thing too, man. Y'all took a huge L with that pump and dump video. And I'm not gonna leave that pump and dump video alone because that was the fucking most retarded shit I have ever seen. And I still don't understand why men haven't gotten together and ran them dudes out of town. That was the most retarded shit I've ever seen. How can you get behind something like that as a black man? How can you condone something like that as a black man? Pump and dumping these bitches, pump and dumping these hoes. So with these broken, you guys' minds are broken. I think some of you are breaking your own minds. I mean, I'm seriously. You're walking down the hall or something, you find a soft spot in the wall and bang your head up against it until you break your own damn mind. You know, you walking down the hall, right? Talking about some, hey, everybody, what's going on? I love black women, right? You go and find a soft spot in the wall, start beating your head up against the wall, boom, 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 until your mind breaks. Next thing you know, you're talking about some pump and dumping these bitches, pump and dumping these hoes. Come on, man. Seriously, that's the most embarrassing. Yeah, I hear about the divestors and all of that, and I get, all that. But that video is the most embarrassing thing I have ever seen from black men or two males who call themselves black men. And I'm talking about it's embarrassing to the point where you should be incredibly angry that they put some shit out there like that. That shit still bothers me, man. And it's been a while since I've seen it. I'm still bothered by that shit. But then again, you got Negroes with minds working all kinds of funny ways and shit. There used to be a saying about God, right? That God works in mysterious ways. Well, you got Negroes, their minds are like that now. Their minds work in mysterious ways. Like you can tell them some shit, and then they will respond with some other shit that you didn't even say. And then come with some other shit that only he know about. But talk to you about it like you a dumbass. Mysterious shit. Negroes' minds is working in mysterious ways. I've had dudes sit up here and listen to me rant for about 20 minutes and then ask the question in the chat, well, what's the topic? What are we talking about? Mind working mysterious ways. I've talked to dudes, right, for about 20 minutes, right? 20, 25 minutes. We're talking about black women, okay? And at the end of the conversation, I may as well have been talking about, you know, Wise potato chips or the latest Disney movie or some shit. Motherfuckers respond with, well, I'm just saying, you know, Tinder is what's going on right now. I mean, their minds is working in mysterious ways. I can't tell you the crazy comment. I done stopped talking to people, man, on social media. Unless I have some kind of camaraderie with them, I'll stop talking to people, man. I don't even want to talk to anybody anymore. The stuff I've engaged in, I've heard, done blew my mind. Some people are just so messed up. And it's annoying, right? It's really frustrating when I get people like that in my chat and I try not to waste energy on them because I know that they one of these doofuses that no matter what you say, they're gonna be stuck on stupid. And I try to stay away from them in the chat, but then they'll say something, to trigger me. And next thing you know, I'm going back and forth with them, and I done became extremely frustrated. Okay. So, where's the love?
Okay, okay. You need to self love first. If you can't love yourself, you can't give love out.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, Kendall wants me to pay him attention. Yeah, Kendall, I really don't. I'm not interested in what you're saying. Did you hear me already? See, this is what I'm talking about. They don't take no for an answer. I was very clear about JB Gunner and what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. He's still pushing the issues what I'm talking about, right? Mind works in mysterious ways. You don't get it. I'm not interested. Okay? I'm not. I'm about production. If we're not talking about producing, I'm not interested. I'm not here to debate you on nothing. I'm not here now. If you come up here on my platform, we'll get down. Other than that, I'm not interested. I'm into producing. I'm into getting us out of a losing position. Now, if you don't like that, you can go elsewhere. You want to go get your jollies off in the debate league or whatever, go right on ahead. I'm trying to get some brothers to produce. Now, getting back to this love thing, like right now, I'm trying to get brothers to express love to black women because it's going to make our situation better. We need the black woman to support us. She's the only one that we can turn to for support. I don't know why you guys don't understand that. Who else is going to support you? Now, some of you think that there are white supremacists out there that's going to support you. They will for a certain time, until they don't need to support you anymore. Then they're going to turn around and discard you just as easy as any other type of trash, right? But we need the support of our women. So we have to start expressing love to our women. And we can't do that if we're constantly making negative videos about it. You have to understand this is social media. What you say matters to women. So you just can't go off and just keep running your mouth. Okay? Because you'll start verbally abusing them and they're going to retaliate because they're women. We have to start changing our rhetoric. Our rhetoric has to come down. A couple of serious notches. We got to be more loving towards them. We got to start saying loving things, serious things about taking care of them, wanting to be with them. We got to start speaking a language that will allow them to want to be with us. Right now, we're speaking a language, well, not me, but right now, black men are speaking a language of hatred. And that language is telling black women that they're not wanted. You got guys making videos and doing interviews, thinking that they're the utmost authority on black women and comparing black women to Puerto Rican women, Asian women, white women. Come on, man, seriously? I don't do any of that. I don't care about what any of those other women are doing. All I care about is what the black woman is doing. And that's what you should be focused on. Forget about comparing them to Asian women and stuff. That's how your mind gets corrupted that way. That's how you end up sounding like these fools, pumping, dumping these bitches. Your mind start working in mysterious ways, pumping, dumping these hoes. Oh, I repeated myself, right? I must be dumb. Anyway, so I'm sorry. I don't mean to be dumb. Okay. Well, hell, how many times I said dumb? Man, I'm really dumb, right? I just keep repeating myself. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, we have to start speaking a language. Now, some of you, because I'm old school, right? Some of you aren't going to really understand where I'm coming from. Because I'm going to sound corny to some of you. I'm not going to sound hip. I'm not going to sound like I'm with it. I'm not going to sound like I got the latest street lingo, the latest cool lingo and shit. I'm not going to sound like that. To some of you, I'm going to sound like some old dude. Okay. Some of you probably think I'm an old fool that don't know what he's talking about and he's outdated. I've heard people say, man, what that old nigga talking about? Man, nigga, that shit don't work no more. Oh, it does work. Let me let you in on a secret. The old school teachings have never stopped working. They have always worked and they will always continue to work. They are verified. The problem is that they're not being taught. Now, the stuff that I teach on my Gen culture, some of you may think is corny. But if you follow my teachings, I bet you'll have a beautiful relationship and you'll have a wholesome relationship with a woman. You'll have a lot of heavy knowledge about feminine nature and you'll know how to deal with women in different type of situations. You won't be coming to somebody talking about something. Well, how do you deal with an unruly woman? How you deal with a woman with an attitude? Okay? You see, the pimp culture with the alpha male strategies, the Alan Roger Currys, and what's the other guy named Miles Cunningham? These bums who don't have any women. If a guy's sitting up there telling you shit like this here, right? Yeah, I don't want a woman unless she is prioritizing all of her time around me. Okay? That dude is a borderline homo, if not a homo. See, let me let the cat out of the bag, man. A lot of these homos got y'all fooled. A lot of them are dating coaches. Guys are talking about some. Well, I don't want a woman unless she prioritizes all of her time around me. What? Are you insane? What's she gonna do? What about her life? See, that's a homo. Gay men hate black women. Many gay men hate black women. I'm not saying all of them. Some of them don't. And we're going to be doing a piece tomorrow. Okay, I want you guys to tune in. It should be already up there. Can you be LGBTQ and still be pro-black? Okay, we're going to touch on that tomorrow. So, any of you LGBTQ want to come up here and let me have it and all that, the mic will be wide open. Hell, you want to come up here now and step to me? I'm about to drop the link here in a minute. Understand something. Max don't run from nobody. Hey, listen, if you come up here and you best me, more power to you. I'm a man. I can take an ass whooping. All right? Not saying I'm always right. Not saying that there's not people out there that can intellectually dust me or beat me. Sure, there are both men and women. I ran into some people on here I don't want to have nothing to do with. Trust me. I don't want to have nothing to do with them. I don't want no smoke. Okay, but but if they came to my channel, I would face them. I wouldn't run from them. I'll take my ass whooping like a man. And so when I drop the link, you guys come up here and you can get with me. Now listen, I don't mind you coming up here with your difference of opinion. That's not what the problem is. What I got a problem with, you come up here on this bitch shit. You won't let nobody talk. You're constantly arguing, and you won't shut up. You don't act like a man. You don't talk like I need. If you're gonna come up here and you're a male, I need you to talk like a man. That means have some self control. Get your point out. Let the other person talk, and you talk. A conversation. Talk like a man. Don't talk like a woman. I don't expect a man to come up here and talk and behave like a woman. Okay, I expect to get that from women. Okay, that's my only problem. But if you want to come up here and say I'm wrong and all that, I'm cool with all of that. I don't have a problem with that. You can come up here and challenge my position. I welcome it. But my thing is, okay, and so these guys, when they say things like that, those are homos. Those ain't no real men. Ain't no real man gonna tell you, well, I want a woman to prioritize all her time around me. If she ain't about me and only me, then she can't be with me. Well, then that's why I bet you he ain't got no girlfriend. How much you want to bet? I bet you homeboy. You know who said that? Miles Cunningham said that, right? And the white boy checked him on that. I bet you Miles Cunningham ain't got a girlfriend. Can't have a girlfriend talking like that. You have any idea how crazy that sounds? I want a woman to prioritize all her time around me. What? What? What's she supposed to do with her life? Nothing? Come on, man. I told you guys, these dudes, these homos, these effeminate dudes, they want female slaves. They don't want a wife. They don't want a woman. They don't want a partner. They want a sexual slave. Everything they do is about sex. That's the way the homosexual situation is. Homosexuality is about sex. And I dare somebody to come up here and prove me wrong. It ain't about nothing else. It ain't about no love. It's about sex. That's all that's the only thing that drives it. It's about sex. That's all it's about. It ain't about no damn love. The unions aren't even natural. The unions are unnatural and unholy. So love can't even love ain't even involved in nothing that unholy. Okay? Hold on 1 second, I'm frozen. I'll be right back. Dang, I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Verbal said. That's unsustainable, even if a woman attempt to cater to it. Yeah, the cater to the man at all times. That sounds exhausted, and it's not going to be possible, especially if he ain't doing anything to support. So how's she gonna work and be doing for him all the time, especially if he ain't paying her bills. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, and don't let them have kids. Oh, you know, and I've heard stories of a bunch of men that once the children come, their wife attention wasn't on them,
Shout
or
out
she.
to
Hmm.
shout out to the verbal assassin. Exactly, verbal. That's impossible. A guy like that is a homosexual. You don't listen to a guy that tells you, brothers, if a guy is talking like you see, y'all gotta start listening to these guys. Y'all are getting caught up yourselves dealing with these homos. Because and the reason why you're getting caught up is because your mind is crossed up with pimp culture, which is also backed by homosexuality. That's why you're getting crossed up. And you can't see these guys what they really are. And they tell you crazy, gay ass shit, and you go right along with it. Oh, I want a woman to prioritize all her time around me and do nothing else for herself. Don't take care of the kids. Don't go and get any groceries. Don't wash her ass. Don't do nothing. Don't talk to no one. I want her to be around me and only me and prioritize her time around me. If she's not thinking about me, she's thinking about me. Come on now. That don't give you pause. When a motherfucker told me some shit, I look at him like, man, are you crazy? Fuck are you talking about? What's she supposed to be doing? Spending all her time around you. That's insane. And that's weak too. Like I say, man, I'm old school, guy, y'all. I'm sorry if I don't sound like the rest of you. I'm not from your time. I'm an old relic. I told you, I come out of the black and blue era where we shot fair ones in the street. Where we body slammed each other on the blacktop. You had to be tough. You get up from a body slam and continue to fight. That's the era I come from. I ran with dudes who hit hard as fuck. Cats who was known for knocking niggas out. They trying to hit you, they break something. I ran with real tough dudes in the street. That's why, man, I don't like getting into it with these YouTube gangsters. I ain't about all that. Okay? If I can't put hands on you, I'm not interested. I don't want to get into a jousting match back and forth with you. I'm not interested in hollering and screaming with you. You know, I'm not on it like that. But where is the love, people? When are we going to say something loving to our women for a change? When is somebody going to fire up a live stream and talk about, hey, you know what? I brought my woman some flowers today, and she smiled. And she had a beautiful smile. It's the first time I realized, when I looked at her, how captivating her smile was. Now, y'all might think that's some corny shit, but that's some real shit. If your woman has a captivating smile, what's wrong with that? You got to be a simp because you now notice and now you are benefiting from one of your woman's abilities to have a captivating smile? You got to be a simp if you mention that? Okay, where is the love? When somebody gonna fire up a live stream and say some shit like this? Yeah, I love black women, man. Black women have been by our side since the beginning. You know, they've gone through slavery with us. They suffered those beatings with us. They did whatever they could to try to protect us, even when we were little boys. A lot of them lost their lives trying to protect their young boys because they knew that the slave master wanted to kill the men and they wanted to break the men. So, and even to the day, she's the first one out there whenever we were shot by the police. She's the first one out there trying to protect her boys. When George Floyd was murdered like that, it triggered black women. A lot of black women saw their son in George Floyd, and they came out in droves, and they were willing to brave the violence up against the police. And so this is why I love black women because, they're always by our side. They're always out there fighting for us. I don't see any other women out there doing that for their men, but I always see black women doing it for us. What's wrong with that? Why is there something wrong with a stream like that? Dan, come in here for a second.
Yes.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with what I just said?
Nothing wrong with what you just said.
What is wrong with a stream like that?
There's nothing wrong with it unless you just don't love black women and you hate to see her getting some love. You want her to be beat down. There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, there should be more of them. Every for every I hate black women or I'm mad at black women or black women should get this and that. There should be I love black women. I support black women. Um, and you got some issues, dude.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Thanks, Miss Lady Knight. I appreciate it. Now, before I drop the link, now we can have countless streams of guys like Red Supreme calling black women ghetto gaggers, saying black women are losing, saying black women are losers, saying black women ain't doing this, they ain't doing that. But and nobody has a problem with that. Like the fool that came and attacked me today, he was in support of Red Supreme. We got no problem with Kevin Samuels disrespecting black women, telling black women they're gonna die alone, breaking up marriages, saying crazy things to black women, putting them down, treating them like they're objects in a department store. Got no problem with any of that. But the moment somebody want to put out a string that's talking positive about black women, here come all of these trolls and everybody coming out of nowhere talking about, man, what you talking about? You out of your damn mind. You a simp. I haven't, I'm 54 years old. And I have to admit, I've never heard the word simp until I came to social media. I never heard, now I'm older. I've been married since hell froze over. I've never heard the word simp until I came to social media. And now that I hear it, it's really some immature, childish shit. It really is. It's some childish shit. Because these guys call a dude a simp for doing what he's supposed to do as a man. You don't get any honor in that from other men. When a man is doing what he's supposed to do, a traditional male, a night pill male. I tell you guys, I'm night pill, right? What is night pill? A traditional black man who takes care of his family, who's loyal to his race, he's loyal to the black woman and child. He provides and protects his women and children. He raises his sons and daughters, doesn't cheat on his woman, and by no means does he swirl or ever put another race of woman over the black woman. That is a night pill guy. That's what I am. I'm night pill. If that's how you get down, then you a night pill, spelled with a K. All right. And so I'm night pill. All these trolls come out of nowhere. I got to deal with trolls. When you tell somebody, when you tell a man who's doing what he's supposed to do with his woman that he's a simp, you're no different than white supremacists. I don't see you any different than a white supremacist. You're telling a man who's taking care of his family, who's doing what he's supposed to do with his woman, that he's a simp. So if a man goes out and treats his woman to dinner, he's a simp. If he pays the bill, he's a simp. Everything a man does towards a woman that's positive, you guys call him a simp. The most childish thing I've ever heard. And you guys, many of you guys are so immature. Seriously, y'all need to grow up and let go of all of this hatred. Because I'm gonna tell you something. At the end of the day, the only one that has been by your side, the only one that may still be by your side is the black woman. Ain't nobody gonna support you. What do you guys? Do you think Becky gonna support you? You think you can go run to Becky? Man, are you crazy? You think you can go run to Mei Ling? Mei Ling has a man. Becky has a man. Maria has a man. They're not gonna let you commandeer their women. Ain't nobody gonna have your back like the black woman. The black woman has always had our back. And you're making a big mistake. You try to turn her against us. In some cases, you already have. Some women have given up on us. I was listening to that yesterday. It's heartbreaking to hear that some black women have given up on us. It really is. I'm a black man. That hurts me a lot. You niggas don't even care. You got black women now giving up on us. I mean, you guys are the most lousy group of black men ever. You don't know how to sustain nothing. You can't build anything. You don't do anything. Everything is talk. You want to have you want to have fights, little girl fights on YouTube. Man, what about real life? What are you going to do in real life? Are you going to fight in real life? You going to do anything in real life? You guys talk about JB Gunner, right? You'll approach him here, but would you approach him in real life? See, I'll deal with JB Gunner in real life because I'm not afraid of white folks. But do you guys have the guts to deal with a JB Gunner in real life? Argue with him on social media don't mean a goddamn thing. Can you deal with him in real life where it really counts? Can you get his foot off the black woman's neck? Can you do that? Until you can do that, you ain't got no room to talk about nothing. Until you can get this foot of this beast off your woman's neck, ain't shit you can tell her, ain't shit you can tell me, ain't shit you can tell nobody. With that being said, Dane, drop the link. I am not at the end of my rant. Get ready to open
Okay.
up the mic for y'all for a little while.
Okay.
So we think about the rant, Dane.
I thought it was pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
you had some points. You had some great points there. Where's the love? Where's the love for black women? Where's the love for the black children? Where's the love for the black community?
Yeah, where's the love? All this hatred.
Where's the love that should be minds or minds?
Hmm.
Oh,
Where's the
sorry.
love?
Mm-hmm.
I dare black men to come up here and talk about some love.
Mhm. Mhm.
I bet you won't do it. All right, let's gauge the chat, see what's going on. The links in the chat, y'all.
Okay. City of Truth is backstage.
Fuck is he want? Let him come up.
Hey, what's up, Max? What's up, Dame?
Fuck
What's
you
up?
want?
I just wanted to come up here to support you, man. I just want to say that everything that you're saying is true. Everything that you said about the manosphere and these dudes, a lot of
Fuck out of here. Fuck wrong with him, man? That's what I'm talking about, man. These fucking trolls and shit. This motherfucker know damn well he don't give a shit about nobody black. Don't give a fuck about what I'm talking about. I need somebody real to come up here, not somebody playing around. You know, we're having a real discussion. Now hold on, let me see. What is Kendall saying?
The black man that you look down on so much. Oh wait. Oh, hold on. He got more. Okay, Max, you had
Mm.
what so many of these lost, misguided young black men didn't have a balanced household with a with a with a present hands on father and mother environment. That's the difference between you and the black men that you look down upon.
Well, the difference between me and the black man I look down on is that I would do something about it. I wouldn't just let it happen. Okay, the fact that that's all you talk about means that it's still happening. So what does that tell me? That you're not man enough to do anything about it. You see, my generation, we would do something about it. We wouldn't let it continue. See, all y'all do is make excuses. Y'all sit there and do nothing. Y'all see that these young boys need help. You don't intervene. You don't do nothing. And this is your watch. This is your generation. This is why I call y'all the worst crop of men ever. You are the worst crop of men that ever came out of the sacred womb of a black woman. All you sit back and do is point fingers and make excuses. You don't do a day. You don't lift a finger to change a damn thing.
Hmm.
This ain't even my generation. I'm doing what I can to help with my gen culture, but I'm only one man. There's thousands of you guys. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Sitting up here telling me what the problem is and not doing anything about it. Do something about it. Shout out to Bro Speak.
Hey, what's going on, Max?
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, I saw your earlier show. I saw it
Hmm.
earlier with that character.
Hold on
And
one
that's,
second. Hold on one second. What are you talking about, Kendall? Just stop talking about him. Man, I would talk. Hey, you know what, man? I don't know what's wrong with you people. Dude, I'm a grown ass man. Fuck's wrong with you? What's wrong with these people, man, telling me to stop talking about it? Oh, what you said, the character, Bro Speak? What
yeah,
character you talking about?
that what was his name? What the hell? The dude with the voice box.
Oh, yeah, man. That's his ass.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord, I listened to that. I'm like, he talking about somebody was capping. I'm like, dude, you're using a voice box.
yeah.
Out the rip, you're capping. That's just
Uh,
that's just that's out the rip. So what are you talking
yeah,
about? What are you getting mad for? I'm like, but yeah,
yeah.
but in regards to some of these dudes, let's just face it, these dudes never had love in their life. That's pretty much it. So you're expecting something from a group of dudes that they never had. So it's
Mm.
kind of
Well, we got to, well, those of us got to teach it, you know? I'm trying to
right.
teach it. But I got motherfuckers coming in here with voice boxes and trolls like City of Truth trying to fuck me over. Trying to stop me. I got fucking Kendall ambushing me in the chat. I'm up against a lot of opposition. I'm trying to teach these. I know what love is, man. I'm trying to teach these young brothers to love their women, and get away
Well,
from this hatred.
well, that's the thing. You're trying to get them away from one of the things that, in many cases, motivate them in life. That's what you're getting them away from, and you're not the only one who has talked about that. There's other YouTubers who have talked about, hey, dude, okay, we get it. You don't like the black woman, we get it, but you're letting this hatred not only ruin your life, but ruin the image of black men, and you need to cut that out. I'm like, get. You need to be if that is the problem, then what you need to do is focus on yourself. Stop worrying about these women and let them whatever they're gonna do. They're gonna do. There ain't much you're gonna be able to do about that because you got generations of women who've been emotionally, physically scarred by men in their lives. Yeah, one of them might not have been you, but understand there was somebody that looked like you that did it. And you have to come to terms with that and understand. Hey, challenge the talking points. I have no problem with that. But when we start going on this haterade, spewing, calling them all these names, and just being a childish person, it doesn't image no favors. It makes it worse, and ultimately, and we look the worst of it because again, you say you want to be the leader, okay? Then be the leader. Stop the dumb shit, and let's get on the business of building a community that you will be proud of. But a lot of these dudes still want to stay in their hatred, and they don't want to give it up. And there's too many
Yeah.
people on here that will encourage it, either for money or they have their own hatred.
Now, this Elite magazine that Mattisfield was in, is that some kind of mainstream publication?
I don't know. It seemed I don't know really. I mean, I seen the article, I read it. I had a lot of questions about that article myself. One of the biggest
Uh-huh.
things, like, okay, you want a date, and the thing y'all talking about is hypergamy. What kind of maybe I've been out of the dating scene too long. I mean, I haven't been on a date in God, about 10 years, maybe or something like that. But
Hmm.
I know the one thing I would never talk about is hypergamy. How did they even come up in a date between a man and a woman?
That's
Just
that. That's that academia homo stuff, man. They come up with all of these terms to try to confuse people. Hypergamy is natural for women. There's nothing wrong with it.
no, yeah, I get that. I mean, we all knew it. I mean, even I knew that. I knew that since I was in middle
Hmm.
school. You could see it, but you just didn't never. You
She,
never had a name on it.
yeah, she has to. She has to be hypergamous because the man has to be strong enough to provide and protect the nest. He got to be able to protect her. Got to be able to protect the children and provide. Right. He's got to be able to
Hmm.
stand up with all kinds of adversity. So it's natural for her to pursue the strongest male. That's a natural thing. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But they try to make it see. What they try to do is they try to take something that women do naturally and separate it from them. You know,
Which is goofy. Is I don't know what.
right? This is what I mean that guys don't understand feminine nature. If you understand feminine nature, you know that hypergamy is something natural that women do.
Right.
All women do it. And it makes sense. They're all looking for the strongest male to protect them and take care of their children. Listen, I back it up by saying marriage isn't for weak men. Only strong men should get married. If you're a weak dude, you don't have any business in the marriage. Because all you're gonna do is screw her life up, screw your life up, screw the life. If you got kids, God forbid, if you have kids, you're gonna screw their life up too. Because you're just not weak enough to handle everything. I'm sorry, you're just not strong enough to handle everything. Marriage is serious business, and only the strong should get married. Okay.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. I learned that the hard way, and that's why I have a lot of respect for my ex father in law because he been married as long as I've been alive, and and if you hear them and you see them actually together,
Now
you
look,
can
now
you
check this
can
out. Now you see what I'm talking about? Look what Kendall's doing in the chat. See that? And then highlight that comment. See? You said you're out of pocket right now. You just got on somebody else for the same shit a few moments ago, and now you're doing it. You are walking, talking, breathing contradiction. Mm. I get more opposition from my own people than anybody else.
Oh, oh, by the way, yeah, in the back chat, City Truth asked for another chance. He wants to talk to you.
All right, bring him up.
Hmm.
And Dame, have you have him on the delete button because I don't want to come up here and do nothing stupid. Cause I
Okay,
don't trust this dude.
okay, all right.
Be ready to zap him in case you do something stupid.
you might need a sobriety test for him though. I'm just saying.
Hmm.
All right. Now,
Come on up,
Max,
bro.
let me
What?
just say this, Max. Just hear me out. Just hear me out for 2 minutes, okay? First off, I'm not a troll. I'm not a troll for against you. I may troll dudes in the manosphere that I don't like because I think that they're derelict dudes. But I would never troll you like that. All the things that you say about, the black women and the black women supporting the black man, all of those things are true. I know they're true because I've seen it in my own life. I've seen in my own, going through life as a black man, the only people who really gonna support me is gonna be that black women. And the reason I say that is because I've been on jobs where I experienced racism from white males, Hispanic males, and Asian males. Okay, and a lot of times these guys were in supervisory roles and they had no business being supervisors, and these guys had power over me. That's why I promote the entrepreneurship to black people so much, so that they don't have to go through that dynamic. When you're an entrepreneur, you have the power more of, you have the power. But I digress on that. As far as when I was on these jobs, 90 90% of the time it was the black women who was the my only friend on the job. Okay, it was the only one who was willing to talk to me on the job. The only, I had brotherhood with other black men who worked on these jobs and stuff too. But when I was on jobs, before I got into trucking, it was my own people that lifted me up the most. Okay, so anyone out here who says that, hey, City of Truth is a coon or he's this or he's that, you're wrong. And I'm not saying that you have to agree with me on everything. You don't. We gonna have stuff that we philosophical things that we disagree on. But that's just part of us being human. But on a fundamental level, brother Max, I feel that everything that you are saying is true. I know it to be true. I know in my heart that it's true, and I understand, I may have, you know, opinions and stuff on things that you think I'm wrong, but that's fine. But that's why we have a discourse, so we can exchange ideas and then we can learn things from each other. But I don't think it does any good to say, okay, fuck this dude, get him out of here. You know what I mean? I don't think we learn when we do stuff like that. I'm at least willing to come on here. You see, I'm not trolling, I'm not pouring bombing or doing anything stupid. I'm just coming on. I'm laying my heart out here, for you, for everybody in the chat, and and just take from it what you will. And even if you tell me to leave and to tell me to never come back ever again, Okay, I'm fine with that because hey, at least you gave me a chance to give my side of the story. And I digress. I'm a rest with that.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. We got Ishmael here. Let's see.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, tell that nigga Max stop capping. He a bitch ass nigga.
Oh, that guy again.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
Lord, come on, dude. Look, I wish I was on that panel. Look, about this capping thing. One, you using a voice box, so already you capping from the jump because you won't use your real voice. When you listen to me, this is my real voice. How I sound it. Anybody who know me, know this is how I sound. You using a voice box.
Oh,
Uh,
you
man, all
you breaking up. You digitizing,
oh,
staticizing.
hold on. Let me do something right quick. Hold on.
Okay. The link again.
Okay, am I good now?
Hold on. Say something more.
Yeah, am I good now?
Okay, you good. You good.
All right. So you're up here using a voice box. You're trying to be a character. I mean, that's capping. You're lying from the jump. So why are you getting on Max's case for doing that? And because he won't yell at JB Gunner online. So what you want him to do? Just go teetotally ham, go out of character over a dude that he don't know from a can of paint. He can't touch. What JB Gunner gonna do? Nothing. I mean, and then you're gonna get mad at him for calling at black people N word when RBR and his that chick Queen Myatt was
Queen
calling people
Leopold.
whatever whatever the f now. And I feel bad that I was even trying to defend her like that. So
Hmm.
I like to give a little shout out to Taz because he was trying to warn me. And I was like, I wasn't trying to defend it just to be defending it because I didn't know what was the whole thing. Now I feel bad because that is a piece of scumbag and he is a piece of scumbag. But I digress. They up there calling people N words and they black. But you got a problem with a racist white dude? That's what racist white dude supposed to do. They supposed to call you an N word with the hard R. That's what they supposed to do. So why are you mad? I'm like, I've had maybe four people in my life call me the with the hard R, and two of them were my brothers. One was one of my brother's girlfriend, and one was some uh little Mexican kid. And guess what? The common denominator were all four of them. They were all fucked up. So why I'm gonna get pissed off at some white dude gonna call? Why would Max get so pissed off about white dude calling him the N word? It's like it's crazy, and you just keep hollering and screaming, calling BAS, man, all that's just tough talk. I get that in the prison all the time. You know what? And you know what happens with those dudes when me and group of officers come to them. You know what? Most time they do. They put their hands behind their back. We put the handcuffs on them, and we take them to the holding cell, and then we put them on one row, isolation. That's all they're gonna do. Most of them are not about that life. That's why I don't take this tough talk on YouTube seriously. Because in real life, you're not gonna do it. All you're doing is just you're moaning like you some kind of girl, and you ain't gonna do shit. And like you were saying about that guy earlier, I'm like, oh, I'm in MMA. Man, I don't want you teaching me or my kids. Shit. You're the last person I will let you teach my kids anything. You acting like this. Come on, man. This is ridiculous.
The
So
thing about it is, they won't deal with them in real life, though.
no. I'm dealing I be around them in real life. I'm around the
Real
Aryan
life, exactly.
Brotherhood. I'm around name the white nationalist group. I'm probably with them 24 in the prison. I'm with them. And not one of them called me the Nigger. Not one.
Hold on. What's
Now
going
they
on in
probably
here?
said it behind their back. Hey, I don't care about behind my back because I don't cry about that. You can say whatever you want behind my back. That don't mean shit.
And
I'm
Kendall,
more.
what are
I
you?
don't,
Hold on one second. Kendall, what are you talking about, bro? Oh, girl, what are you talking about?
she
All
talking to
right.
you.
Somebody new coming to on the panel. Impro 7. Wait. That looks familiar. Oh, okay. I recognize that. Bye, troll.
So yeah, I'm like I said, yeah, like you said, they won't deal with these dudes in real life. You won't be around these people in real life. When they gonna do when they actually say that to your face? Then what you gonna do? What are you gonna do then? Probably nothing. I'm like, that's why I said, man, this tough talk on YouTube don't mean nothing. So I guess the other thing about the love of black women, it's just like anything else. You talk about love of it's just when you talk about love of black women, there's some dudes who never felt it, never got it.
Hold on one second, brother. Brother, speak.
Yeah.
Kendall, I don't know what's gotten into you, but if I thought you was a threat, you wouldn't be in this chat room. You're in this chat room because I don't think you're a threat. I actually think you're a joke, and I'm trying to teach you something. And every now and then, you present a challenge, and I go in on you and provide entertainment for myself. But I don't perceive you as any kind of threat. And as far as your little hollow, threat, do I want you as an enemy or whatever? Hey, whatever floats your boat. Okay.
Give them my dude. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, yeah, whatever floats your boat.
Uh, I mean, I just gotta have to, I guess, hash that out.
I mean,
But
I
you
kind
gotta
of
come.
like him because he gets on my nerves, and then sometimes I go in on him, and then every now and then he'll say something that makes a little bit of sense. Then he'll say something crazy, then I'll go in on him, and then I'll leave him alone for a while, and then he'll interact with the chat, and then we'll start up again at some other point. So he kind of keeps me going every now and then. If it's a he, it might be a girl.
Oh, I'm
You know,
not touching that with it. I'm not touching
yeah,
that one.
it might be a girl.
I'm not touching that one. But yeah, as far as love of black women, I mean, if you never felt
Well,
it, it's kind of hard to do. It's kind of hard to do that.
like I
But
said, we
it,
have to teach it.
yeah.
We have to teach it, and we have to. Like I said, if you can make a stream calling black women ghetto crackers, can you make a stream calling black women beautiful? Can we do that?
Mm.
Okay. Who just came up here? Who is this? Hold on a second.
Demetrius.
All right, let's see what he's got to say. If he's a troll, get rid of him
All right.
because we are
There
open
we
up to the
go.
international community. So, who is that impro dude?
Okay, Demetrius. Go ahead and say what you. Okay, no. Okay.
It's my real pussy. Stop the motherfucking cap, nigga. Everybody up here can suck my motherfucking dick.
Okay.
All right. Well,
All right,
we see
anything
what
else?
community he ride with.
Nah, they don't kick
Mhm.
him off yet. Uh,
Oh, I'm
uh,
sorry. Okay, I'm
I want to
sorry.
see if we had anything else to say.
Okay,
Hey,
well,
hey,
you
hey,
go
hey,
back
hey, come
there.
back up here.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
I
All
like
right,
to give
hold
them
on.
guys a chance. I want to see if anybody, I want to see if they got anything else to say.
All right, all right. Okay, I'm undoing the ban. If he wants to come up again,
Yeah,
I
don't
think.
block anybody.
Okay, I think he got his troll off. He ain't coming up here again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even,
Who you
man.
trolling? You trolling this channel for?
Because you're trying to be positive. That's what it is.
And you holding black men accountable.
That too.
Mm.
Especially the goofy ones like RBR and Red Supreme. Yeah, I mean, if
No,
you touch them people, oh, trolls are coming. I've seen them in other channels when
man. Did
they
you
just
did you did you hear RBR today talk about if you have a job, you're a slave?
I didn't hear that, but I've heard somebody say something similar. And
Yeah, they
I'm
did.
always like, look, and it's usually, usually people who say that usually ain't got a job, usually living
Exactly.
off
Right,
somebody or living on assistance.
right. He don't have a job
That's who I
himself,
usually hear that.
but he said
See,
that we drive a truck for Putin and we're helping to kill off our race. I'm like, man, dude, are you crazy? Like,
Look at the source. Right. So it's just like when some of these conscious community talking about you working for the white man, you working for the slave. I said, well, here's the thing. If you're not providing jobs for your people, where you think they're gonna work at? I'm like,
exactly.
it's like, come on.
What are you
At
gonna do?
least with
Sit
the black,
around?
like
You
with the
supposed to
Black
sit around and not
Panthers,
eat? Uh,
right? See, the Black Panthers had it right. What they did was provide for the basic needs of their people. So when
mm-hmm,
you provide for the basic needs for your people, then they're willing to hear you. But if you ain't providing the basic needs for your people, nobody trying to hear what you say. Yeah, then they'll listen to nod their hand, and then they're gonna go about their business. They're gonna right back to working for the white man that you say that you don't want them to work for, because you ain't got nothing to provide. You ain't got an alternative.
mm-hmm.
I'm like, so what? So what you think they're supposed to do? I'm like,
I don't even understand people like that in the first place. Like, you know, the white man own all of the jobs. This is what I'm saying, right? You guys waste all this time hating black women, but you don't understand that you're in a dangerous position. You don't own hardly any jobs. You are constantly dependent on everybody else to survive. If shit hits the fan, what you gonna do? You're gonna be ass out.
yeah, the
You don't
pandemic proved that.
right, right. You don't have any resources. You don't turn over any resources. You don't produce anything. You don't know how to work with animal skins. You know, some of you can fish, and some of the southern brothers are going to be all right. But mostly the people, if shit hit the fan, mostly the southern folks are going to survive.
Right.
Okay, the mostly the southern because southern folks, a lot of southern folks know how to get down. They know how to feed themselves. They can hunt, fish. They know how to skin animals. You know, they know how to deal with a lot of stuff like that. So the southern folks, most southern folks, but a lot of northerners are going to be ass out. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I live in the north. A lot of northerners are going to be straight ass out.
okay, I troll is back.
Okay, let them up. All right,
What you
man.
mean the troll back? That
Go
last
ahead.
nigga wasn't me. Who the fuck was that last nigga? Who the fuck was that last nigga that hopped up here, Max?
Okay.
I
Why
don't
you got
know. Okay, what?
Okay, well he has the same authenticity.
Who's that last nigga?
Hey, you can write any name down there, but the authenticity says that's you.
What do you mean?
All right.
I don't know what
Okay.
you're talking about.
Let's get on with it.
what's your problem, dude? Like, what is your issue?
Man, I don't
Let's see
have
what
issue. What you
let's
talking
see
about?
what
What y'all
wonderful
talking about, man?
information
I
you
just
let's
got
see
done
what
eating a
wonderful
Popeye's chicken sandwich. I don't got
let's
no
see
issue,
what
man.
wonderful information you have for us now. Come on.
Yeah, what you?
Let's see what the
I
new
heard you niggas up
let's see
here
what the new
capping.
lecturer got
I
to
heard y'all
say.
up here capping. I had to come see what was up. Man, what's up? I heard y'all asking for me.
So
Who's
I see
capping?
you haven't so I see you haven't
Who's
grown up
capping?
since our last encounter, huh?
You said what?
So I
Who's
hear you haven't grown up since our last encounter, huh?
No, I did grow up. I'm kind of pissed off because you were over here capping and the people, man, them niggas in that chat, man. It's niggas like this nigga bro speak. You got some dummies in this chat room, nigga. Let's talk about that. Where did you meet these dummies that
Well,
like
Kendall would
support
disagree.
you, nigga?
Well,
wait.
Kendall
Let
would
me.
disagree with you. Kendall would
Nah,
disagree with
Kendall's
you.
pretty smart. Kendall said he wants to see you debate JB Gunner, dude. Kendall said he agrees with me. You do have to. I was trying to hop up on the RBR show and ask RBR if we can make that debate happen, nigga.
Okay, I
The
tell you
next
what. I
chance
tell
I
you
get,
what.
I'm gonna talk to RBR about it. The next chance I
You
get.
deal you deal with JB Gunner in real life, and I'll debate him.
And that's another thing. How did it go to you already want to deal with the man in real life? You
Because
that
I'm not
scared of a debate?
because
You already
because
ready to
I'm
go
not
to blows with the man? You
no
that
because
scared to
bro.
have
I
the
just
debate?
think a
That's a
debate.
goddamn shame, man.
I just think a debate is worthless. And first of all, I'm not a debater. I'm not interested in debating. I think they're a waste of time. And I deal with people like JB Gunner in real life. Something you ain't
Is
got the
that is
guts to
that the
do.
truth or is that more cap? Is that the because we
No,
played the
that's the
video
truth,
on
nigga.
my channel, nigga. We
Dude,
played that
I'm
interaction
not.
that we
I'm
had
not a.
on your channel
I'm not.
on my show, nigga.
Dude, I was a. I was a. I was raised not to be afraid of white folks. I'm not
I
afraid
just
of
All
white
don't
right, like
folks.
you
I
said you
don't
had
care
to
either
drop a
one.
load off in Texas at a racist company. What was the company like? How racist was it? Did they call you nigger when you walked through the door? Did you see Confederate flags or some shit? You saw Nazi
Wait, what did
flags?
you say?
How did you know that it was a racist company, or was that more cap? I said
What are you
you
talking
said you
about?
dropped a load off in Texas at a racist company, right? You said you dropped a load off in Texas at a racist company, right?
Yeah.
How did you know they were racist? Did you see Confederate flags and Nazi flags? Did they call you a nigger when you walked in? Or were you just capping again?
No, it's the way they treated me, man. They treated me like they hated me, like they hated my guts. They wouldn't help me. They wouldn't do anything. They were slamming doors in my face, pretty much shitting on me. Um, Made me wait forever. Wouldn't even come back and get me. Wouldn't call me on the phone. Wouldn't do nothing. Just absolutely with they were very nasty with me. Yelled at me. Even challenged me in some situations.
And like, did you turn the other cheek or how did you deal with them in that situation?
Well, actually, I stood there confused.
So you just stood there, that's how you handled it? Just standing there confused? That's
Yeah,
how
I
you
sat in
handle
my
the
truck.
racist in real life?
Yeah,
Just standing
yeah,
there
I sat in
confused?
my
That's your solution?
yeah, I sat in my truck confused. You know why I was confused?
Yeah, why?
Because they were black.
Come on, Max.
They
Come
were.
on, man. Come on, Max.
They were
Didn't see
black.
that one coming.
This is an example of that dumb shit, Max.
I'm
You should
telling
have
you,
said that the racists were blacks. Okay, so
they were
how would you
black.
handle a racist like JB Gunner in real life? You just gave an example
They
of how you would
were
handle black
actually,
racists. How would you
actually,
handle racists like
actually,
JB Gunner in real life?
actually, the racists would have treated me better.
Sadly, that's true.
Man, you a dumbass nigga. I'm out of here. Fuck you. You dumb. You dumb, Max.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, voice box guy.
I'm hitting the motherfucking.
Okay. Well, at least he left this time.
Yeah.
That wasn't too painful.
Obviously, he never had a job where there's black people who's prejudiced against black people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Houston is pretty bad. Houston's pretty bad, bro. Houston's pretty bad. I remember one time I had injured my ankle a while back, and I had to go take a load to Houston. and I couldn't walk on my ankle for a temporary a period of time. Man, them Negroes was on some fuck you. I don't give a fuck if you got the crawl, nigga. I'm like, damn, it's like that. I couldn't even pay a nigga to help me. They was
Oh,
on some fuck you, huh?
was that the one where the black woman came out and helped you? Was
No,
that
no, 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 no. But that was in the South. That was in
okay?
the South. No, no, this is in Houston.
Oh,
They
I
was
can
on some fuck you, nigga. Crawl to your goddamn leg, fella. I couldn't even pay a nigga. I offered one motherfucker $100. You know what I'm saying? To help me unhook because I couldn't. I was hobbling. Niggas like fuck. I mean, they didn't want to. They ain't help me do nothing. They were all black. They weren't trying to hear shit. Now, when I go into a white facility, right, got all the help I wanted. They came out, made me, okay, sir, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it.
yeah. I mean,
Yep.
Uh, and
Yep.
that's
my ankle was swollen. I was down. What? It took 2.5 weeks for my ankle to get right again. I said about a good 3 weeks, and I was back up and running. I was still working, so I was forcing weight on it here and there. Some places I was good, and some places, it was swell. It was hard to walk. I was limping real bad, and the white people helped me. White people helped me. The Negroes was on some nigga. I don't care if you die. I don't give a fuck. Take that ankle off, put on another one, nigga. Listen, I pulled in. I don't want to say their name on air because we can't say that. I don't want to get sued and nothing like that. But I put it like this here. The name of the company. Well, can I say it backwards? Okay. Okay. Anyway, let's just say they start with an E and then with an L. Okay. I went in there and all the security check-in was black, right? I'm trying to get out of my truck. My ankle's swollen like a motherfucker. I'm hobbling. Right. I went to him. I said, hey, man, my ankle's swollen. Hurt my ankle and shit. I'm trying to check in. Man, I don't know what you talking about, dog. I'm like, look, man, I can't do too much. I can't stand up right now, man. Go and check me in. Fuck that, nigga. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. I said, yeah, man, you can't help me out, brother? Nah, man. I well listen, I understand your time is um money. Yeah. I got a few dollars for you. Nah, fuck that, my nigga. I ain't with it like that. I ain't trying to do nothing for you. Like seriously, my nigga? It's like that? Yeah, I ain't trying to do nothing for you. I'm like, dude, I'm a black man. I ain't trying to do nothing for you, black man. I was like, wow. Wow.
yeah. I'm not surprised. That's kind of Houston, and it also really depends on the area you're at.
Uh-huh.
It could be like that.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm in Houston today, and I gotta go pick up at City Park tomorrow. City Park, Houston. Going
oh,
over to yeah, going over there to pick up. And they probably messed up over there, but I'm good though. I'm not hurt like I was before. But
yeah,
man, when I came here and I was hurt, the black folks down here didn't give a fuck. They had no compassion. They didn't give a damn if I died, yo.
Didn't try to hustle some bucks out of you, nothing.
They ain't give a fuck. They ain't even want no money. My pain is they were more interested in me being in pain and suffering and shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't give a fuck. I couldn't even pay a motherfucker to help me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we got a lot of black people here in the Houston area. Yeah, they trying to scam and hustle people. So I could kind of understand why they do that, but at the same time, they seeing you hobbling and stuff like that. I mean, at least lend a
Yeah.
hand or something. But
Uh huh.
it's cold. It's cold out here. I mean,
Yeah,
like I said,
man.
depending on the people, depending on the company, because you know,
sometimes you get hurt out here, you know, and ice. You may slip on some ice. You might hurt a hip or something like that. But it ain't too bad. You can, it's a pain tolerance thing. And then it'd be nice to get a little help here and there. Normally, we don't need any help. But man, um, now all black places I went to was like that. You know what I'm saying? But every black place I went to, it was a mixed bag. Sometimes brothers would help me, sometimes they wouldn't, and sometimes the sisters would help me. That sometimes the sisters would turn me away and the brothers would help me. But this, like in Houston, it was equal, man. Brothers and sisters, nada. You wouldn't get nothing from neither one of them.
Like I
It's a
said,
mixed bag elsewhere. Yeah.
I'm like I said, I'm not surprised.
Hmm.
Like it's and yeah, so it's messed up.
Yeah.
I just it's that's why it's like you're really cautious about trying to help people here in Houston because you don't know
And
what
then
people be on.
the thing about it, right? It's like they see me a black man working, right? You would think they want to help a brother out. They ain't trying to hear nothing, man. It's like they just want to see you suffer for some reason. It's I don't know what it is, man. You know, you can
Probably
tell them
because
that
some
you can't. You can tell them that you can't do something, and like it goes in one ear and out the other. Like, no, you got to do it. You got to do it. Do it. I can do it. If I could do it, I did it already. No, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. Like, okay, you know.
yeah, because probably
It's bad.
somebody did it to them. That's, that's it's cold out here in Houston, man. Man, it's like you
They're not
better
trying
not
to
be
help you.
left
Trying to
stranded.
get out of the pool.
Ooh, man, because it's like you can't really trust people like that because everybody either trying to hustle you or they looking for someone to bail them out or something.
I
So it's
mean,
kind of it's crazy like that.
I can see we didn't want to do something for nothing, right? But truck driver, we got money. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'll hit you. But they didn't even want to get it. They didn't even want to make no money, man. Couldn't even pay a motherfucker. They was more interested in me being fucked up than anything else.
Because also that would mean they would have to work under you, and
Uh,
I'm telling you, man. I remember that I took a second job at this like this at this company. We wash out tubs and for fruit so they can send it out to different stores. Boy, I had this black manager. He was younger than I was. Boy, I tell you the headache he was having with with his employees was just off the chain. And because like I said, some people don't like a black man telling them what to do. So like you said, you were gonna give them money. That's pretty much saying like you owing them that you running them. I, there's some blacks who don't like that, especially in Houston. No, they don't like that. So they'll let you just like
yeah, dude,
you would
they would.
probably been if there was a bunch of I hate to say it, but if there was a bunch of Hispanics, you could have paid them. They would have helped you, no
I know,
problem.
I know, I know. Man, I'll tell you, I've gotten service from other people, man. But it's the black folks. Like I said, it ain't like that everywhere, but Houston is bad. Because, like outside of Texas, it's a mixed bag. Sometimes the brothers will help, sometimes sisters help. They go back and forth, but they do give you some help. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I had some compassionate brothers out there in Alabama that hooked the brother up, you know what I'm saying? When I got hurt out there, you know. As a matter of fact, I got hurt on site because they had like potholes everywhere. And when I was coming down, I didn't see one. And I stepped right in one and fell backwards and fucked my shit up, man. And so they helped me out over there. But it's a mixed bag. When you outside of Texas, but Texas is pretty bad, man. One of the most man, it's so racist out here. Even the black folks, are like racist towards other black folks. Not all black folk, but man, there's enough black folks out here that are just as racist towards black folks as the white races, if not worse. I mean, if not worse, man. They'll see you burn the fuck up. They don't care. Might fucking strike the match and let your ass on fire. They don't give a shit, man. I mean, these niggas out here, these niggas is cold blooded, bro. But anyway, with that being said, y'all, we getting ready to shut it down. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for coming up, bro. Speak. I appreciate it. You know what I'm
No
saying?
problem, Max. And to whatever that dude name with the voice box, man, get rid of the voice box.
Yeah.
You know, you just straight up capping from the jump. Get rid of the voice box. Maybe I would take you more seriously.
Yeah.
But to that,
Uh-huh.
man, I can't take you seriously, man. And I for your students, MMA, I would suggest y'all go get another teacher off the top. Go get another teacher, man. All right, Max. All right,
All right,
Dane.
man. Appreciate it.
No
All right, y'all.
problem.
Peace, power, and unity. We out of here.